It's your man Too Toxic.
It's your boy Chylite,
and this is a Papi Churro exclusive. Music is my lifestyle, volume 1.
You with your funny fun, looking up at the sunny sun. Butterfly cheeks and lemon cut hair, hardly a worry and never a care. And your eyes the color of love. And your eyes the color of love.
So Chylite, tell everybody how you got your name and where it originates from.
Well, I got the name Chylite from two main inspirations. First of all, my mom came from a generation where there was a lot of soul music, and one of her favorite bands was the Chylite, dog. She got a box bigger than you, full of vinyls, you know what I'm saying? So that was always playing in the household then. Chylite, the name Chylite basically means, like, I'm gonna tell you what you need to know.
So tell the people where you're from.
Well, I'm from Chicago, Illinois, middle of the map, you know what I'm saying? Born and raised. I've been there for the first 14 years of my life. No, first 17 years of my life. And I moved out to Cali about 2003, you know what I'm saying? And I didn't leave because I had to. I left because my mom, she gave me the option to stay, but Chicago, it's stupid over there, man. I'll be in a crack house on the crack somewhere, you know what I'm saying? I really don't. I mean, I'm not trying to live like a dope dealer for the rest of my days, so.
And all my life I've been looking for the right sound. I keep going, I'm a beast on the mic now. They try to stop me, hold me down, but not right now. I'm so glad that music is my lifestyle.
So how long have you been doing this, and what got you into music?
Well, what got me into music, honestly, I heard a whack-ass rapper, and I was listening to him on the radio, and I was like, man, I kill that beat. And I was just playing around, started penning, but after a while, I could read a couple people my raps, and they was like, oh, it's pretty good. So, I just kept pursuing it, and really, I do it for, it's like a self-release, self-therapy kind of thing, it's real therapeutic. I've been doing it since I was about 12 years old, you know what I mean? I guess you could say I started pursuing it heavily, like in the past 3 years, but I've been doing this since I was knee-high to an ant, bro. Believe it.
So Shy, what are your recent projects and who are you currently working with at the moment?
Well, my recent projects, like I got my first solo mixtapes already up for download. Get familiar, datpiff.com. You can just Google me, you know what I'm saying? But I also got a project I recently finished up with my man's Too Toxic. Music is my lifestyle, volume 1. And if you haven't heard it, you can check me out on the 15th. But also, like, I got a lot of projects in the works as well. I've been working with the Low Life fam, Real Tough, Nolan, Low Life, DJ Lumps. And, I got a mixtape I'm working on with them called the Death Merchants. It's going to be me, Nolan, Low Life, and Lieutenant. Shout out to Lieutenant Biloxi in the building. And also a lot of other projects. Woo. I'm working with a lot of people in the Valley. Mako, a lot of local artists, because that's inspiration to me.
Yep.
I mean, seeing local hip hop, seeing people on the same bottom level, not bottom level, but down to earth. You know what I mean? We ain't balling yet, you know what I mean? Yeah. So, we really out here just making good music. It's like making soul food, you know what I mean? And when you in everybody else's kitchen, it's like you get more inspiration. It keeps the hunger going, you dig?
Yep.
Yeah.
So other than myself,
yeah, pat yourself on the back, player.
who would your dream collab be with?
Dream collab? I would like to collab with a lot of people, but I don't know if anybody's even ever heard of the guy. Sean Price, the illest, most underestimated rapper I ever heard. Like, he's one of the dudes, if I collab with him, I'd have to do 50 push-ups before I go in the booth and shit. Like, that man is a monster. I've never heard him come soft, ever come weak. He's always on point. He's always killing. And if I did a track with him, I don't know how many people pay attention to it. Like, a lot of people probably say, like, Jay-Z, Lil Wayne, and I'd love to collab with these people. But I feel like Sean Price, it's like when you play a game of basketball with, like, Michael Jordan or something. Like, dog, you can't just get out there and do the rigmarole. Like, man, you gotta really be on your A game. And I feel like if I did a track with Sean Price,
so it's more of an art thing than it is maybe like a fame type of thing.
Yeah, because doing it for the exposure and for the fame, it's cool. It's a business decision,
yeah.
And you have to make those decisions and make those sacrifices. You know what I'm saying? But like, the music ain't really about that to me, dog. You know what I mean? Like, hey, if I could do music and just pay my bills, you know what I'm saying? Give me a couple cars, nice house, little big fence and all that. You know what I mean? We good. it's definitely for the love of the art. You know what I mean? No doubt.
That's what I'm saying.
He already collabed with me, so his dreams come true.
So Shy, who are your greatest influences in music?
First, I would have to say like the first great influences were like the people I started listening to, Master P. You know, like that's when I really got into rap real tough. Like I always had it around growing up, but like I really got into it when the whole No Limit thing was popping. And but the greatest influences to date, I would definitely have to say Jay-Z. And don't get me wrong, I'm not really a fan of a lot of his current stuff, but like right around the time, what was it? In the Life and Times of S. Carter and the Dynasty and all that came out, I was Rockefeller everything. You know what I'm saying? So he really inspired me because like he could talk about simple stuff. I mean, you know, getting at girls or whatever, getting fresh for a party or whatever. He could talk about some real live cold shit. You know what I mean? And just to know that there's this guy I've never met, you know what I mean? And I probably will never meet, but I can understand exactly where he's coming from. I was like, yeah, that's an influence right there for sure. But a lot of my other influences like weren't even rappers. Like, you know, a lot of R&B, a lot of old ass R&B. I'm talking like Patti LaBelle. Like, I mean, go past that, the Gap Band, you know what I'm saying? Mom's had a lot of influences. She made sure the stew was proper, had a little bit of everything in there, you dig?
Cool. Rockefeller.
Ho!
So how has music changed since you were growing up, and how has that change influenced your style?
Music changed a lot since I started growing. I mean, since I grew up and since I really, you know, started listening to music as a habit. Yeah, it's really watered down right now, man. It's like all about, you know, how fresh you are and how many honeys you got, and you know, do you have swag? I mean, but my whole thing, like, really, it's just like changed to a fad. It's commercial now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hip hop is really commercial. It's like I don't really hear too many tracks that inspire me to do something other than smoke a blunt. You know what I'm saying? And my life is deeper than that. As far as the music I make, I've really tried to be anti-commercial. You know, I don't want to. I want to sound different. I don't want to sound like everybody else. I don't want to, you know, have a record and you pop that on like, oh yeah, there's 5 other rappers talking about the same thing. Like, you know, it's whack. Like, I'd rather not be a carbon copy. I want to be original. I want to talk about some real stuff. Like, I have a song that nobody's ever heard, and it's because like I just don't think people are gonna accept it. It's too deep. It's too real. So, you know, the fact that hip hop is so commercial, I think it's kept me so much more true to self. Because I've never been a commercial dude, like, you know, and I'm not knocking nobody. Shout out to the jerks and all that. Hey, do your thing, player. I can't wear tight pants. It wasn't cool when I was growing up. Pierced lips and all that. We didn't do that when I was growing up. You know what I mean? So that's y'all thing, you know, and I ain't mad at it. But my thing has always been like, do you, be original, be yourself, and that's what hip hop was based on. So you know, that's what I'm gonna stick to. You know?
So in the next 5 years, where do you see yourself and what do you see yourself doing?
In the next 5 years, you know, because it's the music game, especially in hip hop, it's damn near like the NBA now. I mean, it's like a 1 in a million chance that you're gonna be the big rap star on MTV or whatever. So, you know, I'm not really sweating that side of it. My biggest hope for this music venture is that I can, you know, like I said, just pay my bills and live comfortably. I mean, not have to live paycheck to paycheck, but still be able to do what I love. I'll be doing rap forever, but as to whether or not I'll be crazy successful, I don't know. But I will be successful in anything I do. Believe that, man. Yo, thanks for tuning in. This has been a Papi Churro exclusive.
You know what it is.
See, yeah.
No, Chylite, Too Toxic, you know what I'm saying? Death Note Records, Too Toxic Music.
All that.
Music is My Lifestyle, Volume 1.
yeah.
Copy, $5.
Come get it.
You know, we got the Airliner coming up September 15th, opening up for Blue and Scrub, with its Blues album release. You know what I'm saying? So come and get at us. Look at that. Bumper stickers. Damn.
Moving.
You know what I'm saying? So shout out to everybody we're working with on Volume 1, Volume 2.
Everybody.
You know what I'm saying? Mercenaries on the way.
All local artists. And yo, you can check us out on the internet at any given time. Chylite, you can Google it. Reverb, SoundCloud, YouTube, Facebook, of course. I don't really MySpace. I don't really Twitter too tough. You know what I mean? But hey, see me in person and see me online. You can catch us anytime. You feel me?
Y'all already know what it is.
Alright, shout out Churro. Swag.
Real talk, man.
Swag.
How many of you motherfuckers, real talk, is gonna do some dumb shit and follow it up with swag? Real talk. I mean.